Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video, I want to go through a definitive guide to rhythm. So I made a lot of rhythm videos previously, but they are all scattered around different videos. So I want to consolidate all my knowledge about rhythm in this short video and showcase what I know about the character and what you should prioritize for your builds when using rhythm. So without further ado, let's get into the guide, and we will start off with Demon Wedges. So Demon Wedges. So for the Demon Wedges, your ultimate endgame goal for trial rank 60 and above would be this build. So you have 2 Blaze Volition at rank 10, 1 Wings Inspo at rank 10, 1 Ravishing Thunder at rank 10, 1 Prime Morale at rank 10, and 1 Midnight Sun at rank 10. And the other two, the last two would be Inspo Elapse and Inspo Shard. Obviously, if you're not trial rank 60 and you're not at the ultimate endgame yet, you will not have this Golden Wings Inspo, which will make your build a bit different. So instead of the second Blaze Volition, you would want to use 1 more Inspo. So with this build, you will have, if I just use the blue Wings Inspo, you will have 64% skill efficiency. So with 64 skill efficiency, you will still have a lot of uptime in the ultimate, staying in the ultimate form for a long time while being able to spam your E using the E spam tech. And I will cover the E spam tech in a little bit in the later on in this video, but I want to focus on the Demon Wedges first. So after you reach trial rank 60, you would want to prioritize getting the Golden Wings Inspo. So at the Amplification 0 Golden Wings Inspo, it grants 17% skill efficiency. So with this build of Inspo Elapse, and Inspo Shard, you get 52% here, plus you get the 17% from the Golden Wings Inspo, so that's 69%. So you will need 6% more skill efficiency to reach the cap of 75%. So where do you get the 6% skill efficiency? So you get it from amplifying this Wings Inspo to +2 amplification. Each amplification of the Wings Inspo grants 3%. So that means you need to amplify it by 2 times. And rest assured, amplifying 2 times is actually not that hard because you only need 1 copy of Wings Inspo each time you amplify it to the next stage for the first 2 levels. So for amplification 1, you only need 1 more Wings Inspo. For amplification 2, you only need one Wings Inspo, and only at the 3rd amplification do you need 2 Wings Inspo. So it will be a decent farm to do, a decent grind to do to reach this 75% skill efficiency cap. So obviously, if you have +10 already for the Wings Inspo, you would drop this Wings Inspo and use 1 more Blaze Volition, and you will still be at 68% skill efficiency. It's not at the 75% skill efficiency cap, but I tested it out, and it's much better to have more damage for in exchange for just a little bit less skill efficiency. So that is Demon Wedges, and for the next one, let's go on to weapons. So for the weapons, there is no question about the fact that Wayne's Raid is the best option for rhythm. That is because of the 24% skill damage. And there are not a lot of better options. There is the Katana, which increases skill range, which is this one, the Wither Shade. But because Rhythm already gets a lot of skill range from her passive, which is this one, she gets 30% skill range over here just from ascending her passives. There is actually not much need to get more skill range. Plus the fact that the skill range for the base kit of Rhythm is actually a lot. There is not a lot of need to get the Wither Shade and use it on Rhythm. I know Game 8 suggests to use Wither Shade and also Soul Rend to maximize the skill range, but from my testing, you usually do not need that much skill range, and you would actually want to opt to to get as much skill damage as possible to fix Rhythm's problem of single target as much as possible. So as you all know, Rhythm specializes in AoE content, and using skill range to increase her AoE potential is actually not that important, but having more skill damage to sort of make her single target a little bit better is actually more priority than increasing her AoE capabilities, especially if you have her I2 or I6. And the Demon Wedges for the Rain Wraith is actually not that important, but this is my Demon Wedge setup for the Rain Wraith, and you can copy it if you want, but it is actually not important. And I actually have the Rain Wraith not maxed and at level 70 instead of level 80 just because of this. So for the ranged weapon, I am currently using Express Duel. So again, the Demon Wedges for Rain Wraith, for Express Duel, is actually more important than Rain Wraith. That is because you would want to have as much trigger probability and as much ammo and reload bullet and ammo capacity as much as possible in order to spam the E-Tech, so the skill tech, the spam skill tech. And I'll cover that a bit later, like I said, but just for this section, I want to cover the weapons. So Express Duel, 24% skill damage percentage is the best of the lot. The other option that, if it's not bugged, I would have used is Exile Thunderworm. It grants trigger probability and also 45% skill damage. Some user told me that this is actually bugged. It's not granting 45% skill damage right now, but if it does, it will be her best in slot. And some user also said that this actually is for weapon damage instead of skill damage. This needs further confirmation, and if the developers actually fix this and have it grant 45% skill damage percentage, then it will be better than Express Duel. But at the creation of this video, Express Duel will be better than Exile Thunderworm. So just for reference, again, this is the Demon Wedges for my Express Duel, so you can copy it if you want. And for next session, I will go through the E skill tech. So what is the E skill tech? So the E skill tech is basically aiming down the sights with your weapon and then using E. So as you see, every time you use your ranged weapon and use the E, the animation time for the E is greatly reduced. So if I just spam the E, as you see, the amount of times I can spam the E is actually an insane amount. So you can burst down the boss very quickly, well, relatively quickly, if you use this tech and spam the skill onto the boss. It is still worse than seeing the I6 Lady Nightfall, but for Rhythm's kit, this is the best way to deal with bosses. And the way that this the pistol works for the Demon Wedge is that it reloads every time you trigger a bonus effect, and the bonus effect of this weapon would be this one. The crit, every time you do crit damage, it increases trigger probability. So the trigger probability will be triggering this effect, and this effect on crit damage will be triggering the bonus effect of reloading the pistol. So this will maintain a lot of uptime for shooting the pistol and having uptime on spamming the skill. And this increases the mag capacity, and this increases the amount of ammo that the pistol has. So this focuses also on the crit chance to proc this Tyranny Demon Wedge so that the trigger probability is increased, and also the bonus effect of this Demon Wedge is triggered to trigger Carefree. So that is the E-Tech, and now I will also go through what skills you should prioritize and what introns you should prioritize. So for skills, what you should prioritize in getting will be having your ultimate up and also your skill up. So the passive is actually not that important. You can keep it at level 8 because the sanity conversion is good, but it is usually used mainly to maintain full uptime of the damage boost of the skill. And to maximize the damage of Rhythm, there's only two options. It is the buff, which is this one, the ultimate, and also the skill. Like I said in the previous section, because Rhythm single target relies heavily on the E spam tech, it is also important to level the skill. So I will definitely prioritize getting the ultimate up and also the skill up. But which one to prioritize between the two? I would prioritize getting the ultimate up, mainly because Rhythm skill specializes in AoE content, and the ultimate will definitely be the most contribution towards the AoE damage of Rhythm's kit. So I would prioritize getting the ultimate up to level 10, and then work on skill, and lastly work on the passive. This skill range is not that important, and you can skip it if you want, because these Twilight Thread are actually really scarce. You get it from your weekly Mystic Maze clear and also some events, but they are very rare, and the sources of them are actually not a lot. So this node is very good. This attack percentage 30 plus 30%. It requires a Twilight Thread, but I suggest you getting this node just for the 30% free extra boost in the attack percentage. So that's about it. And for Introns, I will say that Rhythm is very bad at I0, but she is a monster at I2. So I think the baseline for Rhythm is actually her I2. Obviously, her I4 is very good as well because it increases her electric energy by 50% of max sanity. So you could get your damage percentage boost from your skill, the 90% damage percentage boost, very quickly at the start of the battle just from this Intron. But the main two Introns are definitely her I2 and her I6. So her I2 and I6 will make her the best AoE clear character in the entire game. So that is for the Intron section. So for this next section, I will go through the best in slot Geniemon for Rhythm, and it is no surprise that it will be the Electric Elf for the Geniemon from the Battle Pass. So this restores 20 sanity at Ascension 1 for the character, for your own character, so Rhythm, and also the allies. And the next important part is the skill damage. So this increases skill damage by 14%, which I believe the other Battle Pass Geniemon do not increase, and this is the only Geniemon which increases the sanity, restore sanity, and also increases skill damage. And the passive skill of this Geniemon is also the best in slot for Rhythm. So definitely, if you're maining Rhythm, you should get Electric Elf. And if you do not main Rhythm and you main other characters, I also suggest getting this Battle Pass pet anyway, because it is very universal. For the other options, I have not really explored yet, so I cannot be commenting on it. But I believe if you really like Rhythm, you should definitely invest into getting this Electric Elf Geniemon. So for this next section, I will go through which supports will be the best in slot for Rhythm. So there are 3 of them. So the best 2 would be Tebeth and also Truffle. So the reason for that is because Truffle buffs damage percentage by 75% at level 8 for her skill. So this is an insane amount of buffing for Rhythm, so nothing much more to say about it. And at Intron 2, she could buff Rhythm attack by 300 as well, base level. So it is also a very good investment to have Truffle I2 in the future, but for most players, you won't have I2 Truffle, so the 75% skill damage boost percentage is still very good for Rhythm and is her best teammate. So I want to talk about Tebeth after in this next one. So Tebeth actually boosts skill damage percentage at level 8 by 44%, plus the 8% from her passive node, which gives 52%. And Tebeth will be the second best in slot for Rhythm because Rhythm values skill damage percentage a lot. So if you do not have Tebeth, then the next best option will be Margie. So because Margie buffs attack percentage, and the other characters like MC and Daphne do not do a lot for Rhythm, Margie will be the best option just because she buffs 85% attack percentage. So the reason why I say Daphne is not good is because although she buffs the crit chance for allies, Rhythm skills do not crit, and also the additional follow-up damage of Daphne, the 80% here, does not proc with rhythm skill damage. So she is actually not good with rhythm, and the MC is actually not good with rhythm also because the MC buffs weapon damage boost, weapon damage percentage, which rhythm does not do. So rhythm does not do constant weapon damage, she does skill damage. So this does not do anything for rhythm. So for your supports, what I suggest if you are long-term investing in your support is that you should get Shackle of Lone Wolf for Tibet because it increases the attack percentage of rhythm by 33% just by having Tibet using it. And for Truffle, you would want to use the Arclight Apocalypsis. This is a free weapon that you get from leveling your trial rank. So this will be the best in slot for Truffle for buffing rhythm. So this will be the end of the section for the supports for rhythm. So for this last section, I will demonstrate rhythm's capabilities in a full team when using the ultimate and how much strain the ultimate has with this build. So as you see, the drain for the sanity is actually 6. So each tick of the sanity drain is 6, as you see at the bottom right hand side. So with the skill efficiency of 68%, it will be 6, but at 75% skill efficiency, it will be 5. So if you are in the end game and you have this build, you will have the ultimate draining 6 sanity per tick of the ultimate. But if you are at trial rank 55 and you went with my previous trial rank 60 and you went with amplification 2 wings inspo and inspo elapse and inspo shard, and you are at 75% skill efficiency, you will have better skill efficiency, but you will lose a lot of damage just from not having Blaze Volition. So this will be the amount of drain for you spamming the E-Tech. It is actually not a lot, and for the amount of damage that you do, just from using this E-Tech. And if you use the Geniemon, it actually restores 20 sanity, so it's good in keeping the uptime for using the E spam tech. Obviously, you won't be spamming the E all the time, but just having the ability to spam the E while not worrying too much about the sanity is actually a great help for this build. So just a final look of the Demon Wedge, it's here. And that's it for this video. Hope you like this concrete guide on rhythm, and if you want more guides on other characters, please let me know. But I specialize in rhythm, I am a rhythm main, and maybe my next character for a comprehensive guide will be Branica, but it will take me some time to sort of finalize a structure for that video. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one.